How to stop worrying. This is a big topic for me because I'm the daughter of a chronic worrier. I think that we just got it genetically in my family that we have this super worrying capacity or something. And so this was something that took a long time for me to be able to grow past, grow through, and a habit, a mindset habit that I had a hard time breaking, because when you are the daughter of a worrying mom, you literally start to pick up those energetic patterns and those mindset patterns in utero before you're even born. So as someone who has a chronic lifelong legacy of worry, who has also overcome it, today I'm going to give you several simple ways that you can begin to chip away at that horrible mind eroding pattern that is chronic worrying. If that sounds good to you, stick around and don't forget to click that subscribe button and the bell so that you will know when we drop videos like this to help you live a happier, lower stress life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
A lot of people who struggle with anxiety-related conditions are really affected by their worrisome thoughts, but worry is just one aspect of anxiety. Worry is the feeling of uneasiness that happens when our thoughts are focused on our current difficulties, or maybe even something that hasn't actually happened yet. So these feelings can range from worrying about, an upcoming evaluation at work, to feelings of being worried about safety of yourself or family members, even when everybody seems to be out of harm's way. So worry isn't always realistic. Some common symptoms of the constant anxiety that worry breeds is sometimes you might avoid social situations or have difficulty concentrating. You might feel tense or irritable all the time. You could have physical symptoms such as upset stomach, muscle tension, headaches, fatigues, problems sleeping, and restlessness. So if you have any of these or a grouping of these symptoms, there is a chance that worry and anxiety could be exhausting you. It could be fueling deeper fears, deeper feelings of fear and anxiety, and that could spiral into a chronic or clinical diagnosis of depression or anxiety. So given its link to anxiety, it's no surprise that the way that we deal with worry is common with the way that we deal with anxiety as well. There are several things that you can do to help yourself release some of these worries, but first I just want you to recognize what's going on. If you're thinking about something that happened in the past and you're wondering about how people are going to react to it, or when the reactions are going to come, that's a form of worry. If you are right now in the today thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow, or even in 5 minutes or an hour or a month or 6 months, and it's causing negative feelings inside you, that is worry. So if you have worry, or if you have a habit of worrying, then there are things that you need to do to break that habit. It is a habit thought pattern that is taking you down into an unhealthy place. So the first easiest way to get out of that thought pattern is to get physically active. Physical activity very much helps to treat anxiety. Studies have found that getting regular physical activity can help prevent or protect against feelings of worry, anxiety, and depression. So even brief periods can be a great relief. So even if it's just 3 to 5 minutes of a walk, or I always tell people we all go to the bathroom. So every time you go to the bathroom, do 10 squats. First of all, you're going to have a better booty, and your legs are going to get toned, but you are changing your heart rate, and you're changing your what muscles are moving. And so just build in little bits of exercise like that, or stretch. You can stretch right now while you're listening to this. Just give yourself a good stretch. Ooh, that feels good. Number 2, usually worry means that you're thinking about what you can't control. So make sure that you're only allowing your mind to focus on or dwell on things that you can control. If you're worrying about things that you can't control, that leads to stress and anxiety, and there's literally nothing that you can do about those things. By recognizing that you're worried about things that you can't control, you can then shift your attention and focus on things that are under your control that can help you feel more empowered, and that helps you to better cope with your worries. I'm always telling everybody one of my favorite tools to lower stress, lower anxiety, increase your attitude, the quality of your attitude, and increase your happiness is to practice gratitude. Experiencing gratitude in an active way has been shown in a number of studies to increase your health, reduce feelings of anxiety, and help with your overall mindset. Having a gratitude journal and writing down just one thing in it every single day not only helps you in that moment, but when you hit a tough moment down the line, because we all will at some point, you can open that journal and you can read what you've written, and you'll see that there's so much more than what's going on in the now. Getting enough sleep is paramount. I just recorded another video about a study that I read. People with 6 or fewer hours of sleep have 2.5 times more difficulty with retention of information and recollection, things of that nature. They also have higher anxiety. So 6 is really your magic number for your minimum amount of good sleep every night. You want to make sure you're getting good sleep, so have good sleep hygiene. In addition to taking preventative measures like those are daily habits, you can also enact some of our simple strategies for combating anxiety in the moment. Literally put your mind elsewhere. This tip might sound easy. It does require some effort to distract yourself from worrying, but get involved in an activity, usually something that requires thought and motor control. Like I love to paint. I painted the painting on the wall behind me. That will, I'm really thinking about what I'm doing, and it involves muscular control and different things like that. So something like that will occupy your mind and body. Try walking, maybe reading a book, playing with a child or a dog, or playing a board game with somebody, So label a list, like make a list for yourself and label the list what I can do instead of worrying. So whenever you find yourself worrying, you can be like, okay, let me go to this list and see what makes sense for me right now. So putting together a puzzle, painting, some form of exercise, watching a movie, writing in a journal. Come up with a long list of your own and consider what you can do to distract yourself when in different situations, whether you're home, work, on the go. Maybe you can do some chores around the house, a physical activity, organizing things, or also you can punch the button on your social connections and just give somebody a call. You don't have to talk to them about what's worrying you. Just say, hey, I was just thinking about you, and what's going on in your day, and just chat for a minute. So that can also help you. It's also very important that you get support. And you need support that are part of your support system, your network, people who know you, but you also need counseling support, somebody whose one job is to be there for you and to be interested in you and invested in you. That person might not be me. It might be me. You can find somebody in your local area to see face to face. If you'd like to talk with me about it, you can email me at jane@gildcoaching.com, or you can just go straight to my scheduling website and book a session with me, schedulegild.com. You have a support system, so use it. And your support system is bigger than you realize, because you may have not thought, oh, I can just call Dr. Jane, but you can. Literally, you can just call me. And it's just that simple. Another way to combat anxiety, when you are doing these distraction exercises, practice relaxation and practice self-care. That's another really good list to have, are self-care techniques that mean something to you. What works for me might not work for you, but there are several things that I just love doing. I love taking salt baths. I like getting massages. Painting is a self-care a routine for me, or technique for me. I like exercising. There's several things that work for me, but not all of them work in all situations. So just make sure that you understand what works for you in different types of situations. I hope that this video was a help to you. If it was, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell before you go, so that you know the next time we drop a video like this to help you live a happier, more productive life.